Hello again and welcome to Tarot Pal. If you've just clicked on this reading and you found this on a search or you came to this from my Instagram account, I welcome you to the Tarot Pal family of YouTube. It's a new account on Instagram. Every engagement and interaction makes a lot of difference for me. So if you do like the reading and if you do resonate with the readings, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber or you've already been subscribed for a while, thank you so much for your support, your faith, and your time. Everybody who's already following me on Instagram already knows now that I have released my first schedule for one-on-one readings. You can go ahead and book yourself a reading, a 30 minutes reading or a 1 hour reading. Go follow me on Instagram for further details. All you need to do is send me an email and I can share the details with you as well. If you don't have an Instagram account, feel free to drop me an email at tarotpaltarottalks@gmail.com. You will find the details in the description below and you can book a one-on-one reading with me. That said, today we're going to do what are the urgent messages and urgent guidance that you need from your spirit guides. As usual, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. You may feel drawn, of course, to multiple piles. All the more because it's a spirit guide message. Oops, I'm sorry. That was a strong shake of the camera. Let me just make sure I didn't. Okay. I think we are stable now, right? Okay. So feel free to pick more than one pile. Feel free to listen to the entire reading as it fits for you. Please ignore my nails today. It's been a long weekend. Those of you who do follow me on Instagram, we've done so much over the weekend. Went live for the first time. Thank you so much for everybody who showed up. We did a manifestation ritual, understanding what do I do during new moons, during manifestation, for manifestation rituals. And we also did a yes or no pick a card reading. So again, guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on a lot of content that does not really show up on YouTube. Okay, that said, I'm going to show you your 4 different piles. You will find all the details you need in the description box below. Just don't forget to subscribe if you do like the reading and if it helped you and you found some valuable guidance from it. So for pile 1, you can pick an image, of course, or you can pick a crystal. I have Parshura, one of the avatars of Vishnu, and I have the pyrite stone, also called the fool's gold. That's our option 1. Okay. Option 2 is aquamarine and Lord Shri Ram. Option 3 is ruby with Nandi. And option 4 is lemon quartz with Yamraj. Okay. You can pause this video if you need more time to make your selection. I'm going to see you on your pile. Hello and welcome to those of you who's picked pile 1. What amazing pile and what amazing message I'm already receiving for you guys. First of all, I'm going to quickly cover the zodiac signs that I see on this reading. When I read out these zodiac signs, guys, it's not indicative that this is your sun sign. It means that you may have these placements in your chart. You may be embodying the energy of this zodiac, or you may have people in your life who have these chart placements that are perhaps influential for you during this read. Okay, so don't think that in case I didn't say your zodiac, the message isn't for you, or if I did say your zodiac, then I'm trying to talk about your sun sign. Try to think of zodiacs and planets as an energy and understand what are they representing as an energy in itself. Okay. So moving on, the zodiacs I clearly see here is Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, those signs are very strongly present. Okay, because you've picked Parshuram, I'll also go with Aries with here. Aries here. What are the guidance from the spirit guides? First of all, I clearly see that this pile and your spirit guides want to appreciate you for it. You've done a lot of work, okay, professionally as well as on your personal self-development. This pile has done a lot of work to create everything that you have, for most of you who's picked this pile, you're a self-made person. You're very independent. You like to do things your way, and you don't owe anybody. You've heard that line, you don't pay my bills, so I don't care about your opinions. That is the kind of personality, that is the kind of energy that you have vibrated in or been asked to vibrate in, because you are a one-man army. Okay, you're a one-man army. You don't really need a lot of support, a lot of validation, a lot of consensus, from the rest of the people in your life in order to grow and become who you can be. Okay, everything you have in your life, you have made it happen for yourself, and this is a confirmation from your spirit guides that everything that is coming will be a part of what you can do it all alone. That is the message I'm trying to bring here. If you are doubting yourself in any form or manner, I have the Magician and the Empress showing up here, two powerful, amazing creators. When these two come together, this is creativity and creation, the power of creation coming together with this energy. You can create everything that you want, and you can make the life that you want. So anybody who's picked this pile with even an ounce of self-doubt, that is your first message from the spirit guides. Believe in yourself, believe that you can do things on your own, and you don't need anybody else, okay, to make your dreams come true. You can build the life that you desire, and you won't need anybody else's support. With the Magician here, clearly you have all the tools, all the support system, all the resources, all the skills that you need to make your relationship work, to make your job work out, to build the business you want. Pyrite is of course linked with money, prosperity, abundance and wealth. A wonderful stone I will strongly recommend to you if you are trying to manifest more growth, abundance, prosperity, money, and success and a reputation in your professional life. This is a wonderful stone to work with. I have actually 2-3 pieces of pyrite. If you're a Leo, pyrite is a must-have stone for you. If you have strong Leo placements, pyrites will do wonder for you. Okay, will do wonders for you. Moving on. You need a plan, guys. This particular pile, your spirit guides are trying to tell you, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of strategy, and yes, the world is your oyster. Okay, you are ready. Do you see this boy has a map on his feet and he's tossing a coin? There's a cocky vibe to him because he knows that he's completed his training. He knows that he's acquired all the skills that he needs to go win this battle, to go win in the story of life, right? So please remember that anything that you're trying to achieve, you can have it. What you need is a detailed plan. Use this new moon energy. Also, if you've not seen the new moon reading in Cancer, the reason I'm asking you to go and listen to it, I know it's Sunday when I'm filming this. Please remember the new moon energy is hyperactive for the 48 hours, of course. Also, whatever shows up for you as new moon guidance, you can apply that easily for the next 30 days of your life. So if you haven't watched the new moon in Cancer pick a card reading, I've received amazing feedback on that. A lot of people have resonated with it. Do go watch it. I think you will get some clarity around how do you need to make some detailed plans. Okay, I've also included manifestation rituals in it, so I'm sure you'd love that particular reading. You will find that in the description box below. Okay, so one message from your spirit guides is make a detailed plan, right? What are you going to do next? How are you going to do it? Can you break it down into 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 months? A plan. You know how we budget it out? We break it down into smaller pieces. That is what is being asked out of you. I'm sorry, I shook the camera again. Okay. Also, any of you who's planning to start something new, it could be a creative project, it could be a business, it could be a job, you can close your eyes and take that leap of faith. Okay, great things are coming your way. Abundance, prosperity, growth, fertility. That is the kind of energy that this pile has. Okay, if you're worrying about money, your spirit guides affirm you, assure you that money and prosperity is coming your way. Your work has paid off and you will bear the fruits. Also, the second message here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress showing up, in case guys you're working too hard and you're burning yourself out, please remember there is no point in running and chasing a goal if you're not enjoying the daily victories, those small little joys. Look at how relaxed she is. She's worked hard, but she's not she knows that value of enjoying a glass of wine, right? So spend some time in self-care, spend some time in giving yourself the much needed time out, okay, in order for your creativity to flow, in order for your abundance to flow. I have a very strong Venus energy here, and I have a very strong Libra Taurus energy here with the Empress and the Moonology card talking about new moon in Taurus. We'll get to that in a minute. But any of you who's if you guys have been single for a long time, especially females, this can of course apply to males, but all the more females, because I have Nine of Pentacles and Empress, and both of them typically for me have a more divine feminine energy. And I see not only are you going to attract and not only are you going to receive a lot of affirmation and validation for the successful work that you're doing, that the creativity that you bring to the table, the hard work that you do, but more importantly, you're going to attract suitors who will be in awe, okay, of your confidence, your knowledge, your beauty, and how poised you are. Okay, there's a certain grace here which will attract a lot of suitors and potential lovers. A lot of potential lovers in this pile could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with the Page of Pentacles showing up there. The person who's coming towards you, I have two kinds of options here, okay? And Spirit Guides wants to let you know. Now, take what resonates, of course, and let me know which one actually happens. Some of you are going to attract somebody who's younger to you or junior to you, professionally perhaps, in some shape or form. Maybe they are starting out in their career, or maybe they've just started out doing something that you have been doing for many years, and through some mentorship or through some program, you guys will meet. Or you are attracting somebody who is, if you are a pro, let's say in acting, then they are a pro in direction. Okay, if you are a pro in product engineering, then maybe they are an architect engineer. Okay, get the point, right? Very complementary fields, and both of you have achieved a pinnacle of success in complementary fields. Those are the two different areas in which you might attract a love potential for you. If you are already in a relationship, and what you need to understand, what you need to know from Spirit Guides is your partner right now is definitely admiring you for your independent energy. Okay, they love the fact that you can take care of yourself. They love the fact that you're not emotionally clingy. Now, if you are someone who is actually emotionally clingy and you are aware that you're not very good with self-love and boundaries and being accountable for your own emotions, then the message for you from your Spirit Guides is clearly that you need to get to this energy. Be the empress of your life. Be the magician of your life. Be the creator of your life. Please remember, nobody can love a person unless they seem attractive and they are in a very different way, full of themselves. Okay, I know full of themselves has a negative connotation, but only when your cup is full. Okay, if I'm so happy and if I'm so motivated and if I'm so focused on my own career, my own beauty, my own life, my own cup, right, I will be 1,000 times more attractive than a man or a woman who has spent 10 hours in a day thinking about where their relationship is going and how are they going to please the partner or what's going wrong in that energy, because oh my god, that overthinking is anyway not bringing any happiness to the relationship, right? So might as well focus on your own cup and take tangible action. In case you've picked this pile to get a message about your career or your money, oh my god, does prosperity lie ahead or what? Okay, please remember, it will make you work a lot. Okay, I also see a lot of work coming your way and a lot of busy bee days. The second half of the year clearly is going to become very, very busy for you, which reminds me that if you haven't seen what lies in store for you in 2021, for the rest of 2021, another read that is doing amazingly well on my account. It's a small account, received some good number of views, got some good feedback. I think you will enjoy watching it and it'll give you more clarity as to how do you again, remember, we got a message for you. Break down your plan into bite-sized pieces so that you can manage it and there is a strategy around it. Okay, don't let self-doubt hold you back, guys. I want to now talk about the Eight of Cups here. You see, she's achieved a lot. Many of you are very aware that you're doing well and you have achieved a lot. You've done a lot and the universe does appreciate it. But somewhere in your heart, you want something more. Even if in your relationships, the same thing applies. You know, let's say you've been in a relationship for 10 years and it's been a great relationship. Both of you have been really happy. You've achieved a lot together. It's a successful relationship in every matrix. That doesn't mean that there is no area of opportunity that there is no area of opportunity left, right? That doesn't mean that there is no more growth left to happen. That doesn't mean that there is no more experiences, mind expansive experiences that you as a couple want in your life. This card talks about go follow your heart, go find that new thing, go find that spark, that joy that you still need to create, that you still need to build in your life, because this girl has seen a lot, she's received a lot, but she still wants to go see more. And that is what makes her this entrepreneur. Okay, that is what makes her this amazing go-getter. Okay, this pile has a strong go-getter energy. This pile has a strong creator energy. This pile, the spirit guides repeatedly want to tell you, start what you have been waiting on, because now is an amazing time to let your dreams come into life. Any kind of a manifestation technique, any kind of a manifestation ritual done. By the way, I've already, we went live yesterday and I showed 2 of my very basic manifestation techniques. You might want to again go see Tarot Pal account there. You'll find all these details in the IGTV channel of Tarot Pal. Just completed 100 posts there. So there's a lot of content, a lot of rituals and a lot of techniques. If you already have some of your own techniques, guys, use this week. This is a high energy week. Use this week to make a vision board, make a plan, and the spirit really wants to appreciate you for all the work that you've already done. Okay, there's a lot of prosperity coming your way. Also, in case some of you are are hopeful or are trying to get pregnant, you will get pregnant. If you're not interested to get pregnant and that's not the phase of life you're in, then take this as a caution message, because I have the Magician and the Empress. Careful about having safe sex and all of that, right? So let's see if I've missed out on anything. Okay, let me just read the blessings for you at the back of this. Teaching ability, justice for all, bringing me back to the Empress energy. Skill in martial arts, again, like I said, any kind of a skill acquisition that you need to do, get to it. Page of Pentacles is a guy who has learned a lot, but he's always ready to learn more. It's a very practical energy. It's a very grounded energy. It's a very slow and steady wins the race energy. Okay, so any kind of a acquisition of skill that you have been postponing, your spirit guides want you to get to it. Okay, do not delay, do not procrastinate, go follow your heart. And even though you think that I don't know what is the ROI of this, if this is anyway going to bring me any additional fruits, just because your heart wants it, just because you feel joyful to do it, just go do it. Okay, just go do it. Don't overthink this. Take that step and you will get a lot of abundance and prosperity coming your way through this, okay? With the Magician and the Empress showing up as well. Any of you who are interested in alchemy, in witchcraft, in occult science, guys, start your journey. Okay, your spiritual awakening is definitely happening or is coming in soon, and you would enjoy, okay, you would have a lot of fun learning about these things: alchemy, witchcraft, law of attraction, basically getting a more grip over what's happening around you. Okay, Spirit wants to remind you that you've done a fantastic job so far when it comes to self-sufficiency. Okay, if you are somebody who's battled with dependency issues, who's battled between clingy as a personality, and you're taking that right action, you're trying to get to a more confident, self-assured, secured place, then Spirit acknowledges your efforts and applauds you for the journey that you've made so far. You can continue doing what you're doing because it's working for you. Okay, don't let yourself go back into your unhealthy patterns or your toxic patterns. I know new moon in Cancer is an energy which often makes us extremely emotional, good emotional and bad emotional both. You've come a long way, and that is being acknowledged here for sure. Okay, if people come to fight with you for any reason, with Parshuram showing up, just take a step back before you actually give them a reaction and think if it's really worth it. Is it really worth it to engage in a quarrel, in a conflict, in a in a banter, if it's just going to take away energy from you? Okay, those were the messages I had for you, from urgent messages from spirit guides. If it resonated, if it helped, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me in comments below what you liked. I'd love to read your comments. It makes my day. Take care. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who picked this beautiful aquamarine stone. I love how crazy it is. I don't see these cards, guys, before I, get to this recording and hit play and I, set your cards out. And the reason is because I also like to pick a pile for myself. Then it keeps it fun and intriguing for me. Otherwise, if I see the cards early, imagine how boring it can get to talk for 1 hour, 15 minutes. And also, I just feel it's less, it's more real if I was giving you a one-on-one reading. If you've skipped the intro, I have just now started my one-on-one readings as well. There are limited dates because I do multiple jobs. I do a full-time job, and Tarot Pal is a passion of mine. So do send me an email if you'd like to get a one-on-one reading from me. If you're not following me on Instagram, you'll find that link below. Now, what always surprises me is how wonderfully, the crystal that the person will pick. And let me know in comments below if you'd like me to do a basic video around what crystals are and which crystals you can start working with as a beginner. I'd be happy to tell you how synchronicity exists between the stone you pick and then the tarot cards that show up, because the stone itself has a message always. Aquamarine is a stone which is a great stone for air signs. It's a great stone for throat chakra. It's a stone amazing for anybody with a strong Aquarius or a strong Saturn influence in their chart. Okay, Aquamarine helps us have conversations which end up turning things in our favor. Aquamarine is a great stone to carry with you if you're into sales, if you're into any kind of a job which requires you to influence other people without authority and to convince other people to do things your way without really dominating them into it. Okay, now the reason I said that you've picked a stone so wonderfully in sync with the cards that have come up and the spirit guide messages for you, guys, I see a lot of throat chakra imbalance here. You guys either aggressively cut off people and you don't let them complete and you interrupt them and you become rude during your conversations these days, or you can become boundaryless and you allow other people to say more than your boundary was okay to feel respected at, to be spoken like that. Okay, so there's some sort of an imbalance, or maybe it's not actual conflict. You're not able to express in the right words and convince other people without really dominating them into your will as to what are you really looking for. What you need help with is communication skills. What you need help with is navigating through your heart and throat chakra. Why did I say heart after throat? Typically the concerns that I see here are linked because of emotional issues. Okay, somewhere you're turning very defensive. Okay, you're turning very defensive. Wow, I'm shaking the camera too much today. Sorry, I had to get up because my leg is asleep. Okay, I hope this is okay now. All right, some of you are getting very defensive, and you're getting defensive because you've been cheated in the past. Okay, people have lied to you or they did not fulfill their promises, and now this has led you to become so cautious. Okay, of are they trying to bullshit me? Are they trying to act smart with me? Are they this? Are they that? That you're coming across as a very skeptic, cynical personality. Okay, and nobody really enjoys to give too many explanations about their motives, right? Unless you're a Scorpio or a Pisces or something like that, who can figure out emotions and intentions of people without interrogating them. Typically, if you ask, it's good to ask questions about intentions. It's good to have clarity. But if you're doing too much you know what I'm trying to say here, right? Sometimes we become as if we are the cop and the other person is a thief and they stole something from us and we need to interrogate them. If in case, now there's a mixed message here that I want to talk about. If in case you have somebody in your life whom you're very clear is a shady personality, your spirit guides want to affirm that you need to listen to your own wisdom. Okay, your thoughts are correct. This person does have, shady intentions for you, and it's okay for you, it's healthy for you to cut them off if that is what you need. Okay, you can take your time to rest and decide whether it's your intuition or it's your paranoia. But either way, if after an introspective approach you come to this conclusion that there is something sneaky, okay, about this person at play, you're right. Please understand that somewhere there is this energy for this pile, and that's the message that spirit guides want to bring to me. Yes, there are always shady people around you, and yes, there is always something manipulative happening in our 3D, right? Not everybody around us has the best intentions. But sometimes we become so paranoid because of our past experiences that we are making mountains of moles. Maybe somebody was just going to steal 10 rupees from you and it wouldn't have made a big deal. But look at you now, you've not slept for 6 nights because your intuition is telling you that something's wrong, somebody has bad intentions, there is some ill energy around me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The person did not cause you that much trouble. As much trouble you ended up causing yourself, trying to decipher what his grand scheme is. I hope that analogy made sense to you. For you guys, I also see a lot of blockages in heart chakra because you are holding yourself back and there is a lack mindset at play. Perhaps you've also got bored and you're stuck at a place. I see stuck energy, I see bored energy, I see that energy wherein you can't see what to do next, okay? Guess what? This is what spirit guides wanted to tell you. Not all is lost. And if you're ready to make some slight tweaks and adjustments, if you're flexible to what life is bringing you, a lot of opportunities are going to come your way. In fact, very soon, you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with not just one, but multiple people who hold a lot of importance in your life and are currently causing either mental stress to you or extreme happiness to you. Either way, there are some heart-to-heart conversations happening, and they are much needed. With the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles here, guys, again, I want you to balance. Yes, you are wise, and yes, there are people around you whom you need to put them back into place because they're crossing certain boundaries that they should not. Lord Ram was one of the best kings that we call him because he had a very strong, how do we explain it? He was a ruler who people didn't want to cross, but he was not authoritarian. So he could influence without authority. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. He could influence without sounding cruel, curt, rude, obnoxious, or somebody who's too cold and detached. I'm not saying you are cold, all these things. That's not what I mean. I'm trying to say sometimes we become very aggressive. We can become very rude and curt because we are just frustrated at life, and then that's coming across towards other people, right? Don't let that happen because that is what is delaying this much needed celebration and this joy. This pile is definitely a pile which has seen a lot in life. You've acquired a lot of wisdom. Okay, I don't doubt your wisdom. Just because I'm telling you that take it easy, I'm not saying that what you're thinking is wrong. All I'm trying to say is how you're talking about it and how you're approaching it is wrong. What you're thinking is definitely right. Your decisions are definitely right. You don't have to rethink your decisions. You have to make those adjustments with your approach. Okay, how are you approaching it? Right? Is your heart blocked? Are you overthinking it too much? Are you spending too much time in your mind? Are you not expressing what needs to be said? Are you not making the phone call that needs to be made in order for these opportunities to show up in your life? It could be anything of that. In case you've had questions about a person and their intentions for you, your spirit guides want to tell you, guys, hold on, because there's something fishy about this person. Okay, I'm not trying to say that they are mean or bad or manipulative or evil. There's something fishy. There's something that you don't know. There's something they're still holding back. Do you see this guy sitting on his chest and covering something, and this guy is hiding something and stealing it away? There's a lie in this story. Okay, there is a darkness in this story, and you need to introspect, rest, meditate. Your sleep might actually tell you what is that missing piece of information that you've still not caught yet. Okay, that is one clear message for you. If you are into relationships, guys, you guys need to take some time out, some fun time with your partner. Okay, and this could be also that maybe in case you're feeling like sometimes with when you're living in with somebody, or when you've been married for many years, there are those weeks when just them breathing can make you irritated, if you know what that is. Yeah, don't that's a good time to go have a boys night out, go have a girls night out. Take some space, give some physical distance, stop looking at that person's face 24/7. The lockdown has made it harder for couples, I can imagine, because I can't imagine like, I don't know if I can explain it. No matter how much I love people, I love my room, and I love my solitude, and I like that. Everybody needs that, right? You need to have your own space. Okay, maybe you're too much in the face of your partner, and some distance, some space will bring in that love and that joy in your relationship. Okay, if you're wondering about, is my partner cheating on me? I don't always consider, come to these questions unless the cards clearly talk about it. Here the cards do talk about it. Guys, I don't think they're cheating on you. They are definitely loyal to you, if by whatever reason we have to say loyal. But like I said, there is a sneaky energy here. What do I mean? Now, maybe you are thinking that they're cheating on me is, maybe they're sleeping with somebody, maybe they have an affair with somebody. It's not that big. Okay? Maybe you're cashing into that energy of compatibility being felt between two people, of just good friendship being felt between two people, and maybe because you're very angst about it, they don't want to talk about it with you, and that energy is what is amplifying and making it look bigger than it really is. Okay, don't make things bigger than they really are with too much of fear. Okay, too much of holding back. There's a in case you guys were confused between 1 and 2, guys, you might want to listen to 1 as well, because I had, by the way, picked 1 and 2, and this pile is for me as well, so I can understand where it's fitting in for me, right? Sometimes we make things, the thing is there, but how much of my energy do I need to focus on it? Right? Is it really worth it for me to keep thinking about it, to amplify it? Or maybe I should not think about it, focus my energies on a positive thing, and the thing that I've noticed will go away. Right? By consistently thinking about it, I'm just amplifying that energy. Right? And don't worry, nobody fools the Queen of Swords. I strongly feel you're the Queen of Swords here. There's a strong Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy with the Queen of Swords showing up, and 2 sword cards here, rather 3 sword cards. All the 3 air signs are very much present here. Don't worry about somebody stealing something away from you, or fooling you out, or giving you a loss. Nobody would be able to steal your money or your investments or your opportunities. Even if somebody is planning something petty, it's just going to fail. It's going to fail on them, on their face. You don't really need to get into a confrontational, I'll cut away your bullshit, whistleblower energy. Just let it pass. Okay, let it pass. Opportunities are definitely coming your way, and that's why I'm asking you to make sure that you've rested enough. Okay, you're well rested is a very strong message. If you're not taking time, this pile needs to focus on sleep schedules. This pile needs to focus on healthy eating. This pile needs to focus on physical strength, because you have a lot coming in for you, and your spirit guides want you to understand that unless your stamina, your routine, your structure is in place. Lord Ram was known for his, he's called Maryada Purushottam Ram. Everything that is right, everything that is good, he will embody it. Right? So be in the right side of life, be in the good side of life, and celebrate life for what it is. Okay, take it easy. Everybody is not out there to get you is a message that spirit guides wants to tell you. Nobody is out here. I made a quote once many years ago. I off and on used to write. Nobody is against. It's when something like, it's a good thing to remember that nobody is against us. Everybody is pro-self. Nobody is anti you. Everybody is pro-self. Right? Don't make people villains in your mind and then make yourself get into a cold, detached place. Most people are just trying to do the best for themselves, and sometimes you're a part of a collateral damage, and sometimes other people become a part of your collateral damage. Forgive, forget, let go. Okay, some heart chakra meditation and some root chakra meditation is something I strongly recommend for you guys. If you've had heartaches, betrayals, and breakups in the past, which has made you get into this energy that you get paranoid about the smallest things that happen, or the smallest tone change that happens in your partner's voice, you need heart chakra healing, guys. Water meditation, heart chakra healing, wearing the color green, the color blue, these things will really open you up. Okay, work with moon phases is another thing. I think I mentioned in your pile to go listen to the new moon in Cancer reading. If you haven't seen that one yet, go listen to that, because there are manifestation rituals and healing rituals I've recommended in that, which I think will help everybody. They can be practiced by anybody, and I think that's a lot of value that you will receive from this pile. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Let's see some blessings coming your way. Security, name and status. Like I said, nobody can shake what you've built. Okay, rather more will come in, but nobody can shake what you've already created. Okay, you can be affirmed about that. Fidelity in marriage. Wow, I did say that's something to do about, they're not really cheating, right? I mean, even though I did see the Seven of Swords, and typically Seven of Swords is a cheating energy, I think it's very petty and it's very childish, and it's not something big to worry about. Okay, obedience as a virtue, and adherence to truth, keeping one's word. Okay, the Queen of Swords is also, by the way, known for somebody who will stick to her words. She says what she means what she says. Do not overpromise. It will not be received very well by people around you. Okay, so be very careful that you're assessing your own words right. Let's not try and call the entire world toxic. Maybe we are the one who needs some internal healing, some internal self-talk to get us out of this paranoia energy. Okay, also guys, I'm going to bring you this attention, bring attention back to the Four of Swords for a second. In case you're battling health issues of any sort, please take it easy on yourself. I see an energy here. Some of the people who've picked this pile, it's almost like you've just, I'm going to give an example of COVID. If you've just come out of COVID and you just had COVID, and you're getting impatient that your body is not getting back to that stamina that it used to be. Okay, be patient with yourself. You'll get multiple sources of healing, but you need to give yourself time for it to flow. Time is what you need. Patience is what you need, right? And take it, that easy flowing energy is what you need. A fun event might also be coming up soon. Don't say no to it. Show up. Okay, show up. Any kind of an event, a social function that you get invited to, don't say no. Go visit and show up there. Something great's going to come out of it. Okay, I hope these messages resonated, and if they did help you in any manner, please do subscribe and tell me in comments below if they did resonate. I wish you a wonderful week and a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who's picked this beautiful ruby. Wow. Okay, the first word that I have out for you is wow. Your spirit guides have a lot of amazing messages for you. Let's start with work and career first. If you've been planning to start a new job, a new creative endeavor, any kind of a side hustle, please jump ahead with it. Do not delay it by even one more week. Just start it away. Okay, this is a great week, guys. It's a new moon and Cancer energy that you're currently in. If you're watching this the same day I've posted it on Sunday, you are being told that this is the minor arcana of this is the sun of the minor arcana. Okay, minor arcana sun, and this talks about abundance, prosperity, growth, seeding something. Okay, something will be cemented. In case some of you are waiting for a love commitment, that definitely is coming. And this energy, by the way, is not for somebody you've just met or you've just started dating. But let's say you're in a relationship and you've been seeing each other for 2 to 3 years or something like that. It's an established relationship that you've been in. Your relationship will go to the next stage. Okay, you will receive the next, you'll start the next journey of this relationship. there's some sort of a long-term commitment being offered for you. Those of you who are in jobs, who are in a working professional, if you've been awaiting a promotion, that is coming for you. If you don't think that any promotion is on the cards, then let me tell you that your spirit guides are here to tell you that your seniors are noticing your work very carefully. You might not be aware, but you are under the radar. Every action that you're taking, especially for your workplace, is under this red scanner, and you need to be not only careful that you're doing your work well, make sure that you're not missing out on any opportunity to show up as a leader. Make sure that you're not even missing out on opportunity to display how well. See, leadership is not just what you do at the work when it comes to meeting performance, right? Leadership also has a strong EQ aspect to it, an emotional quotient aspect to it. How well can you understand the people around you? How well do you manage relationships without having designations and authority? You know what's funny? All three piles, in some manner that I've read so far, have a very strong message of influencing without authority. All of us, clearly as a collective, need to understand that asserting our will in a dominating manner or trying to logicalize and rationalize everything is not going to work out if we don't understand which word choice to go when we are talking to a person who needs that particular kind of words, right? People profiling is a very important need of the hour. You need to know, in Hindi we call it किससे कितना बोलना है और कैसे बात करनी है, right? How do I approach this situation to make it work out in my favor? Because if you have that EQ, and if you can tap into that EQ, if you are somebody who's known in your common circles to be somebody who's empathetic and somebody who's very diplomatic and very good with managing emotionally charged conflicting situations with a certain amount of grace, a certain amount of emotional maturity, then let me tell you, that is what is going to pay off, and you're going to get respect, fame, money, recognition, a certain amount of value. You're going to get gifts for those kind of skills of yours. At the same time, there is also a very strong balance here. There's a 50-50 balance here which is at play. On one side, your EQ has to be very, very strong. That is one message coming from your spirit guides. Are you emotionally understanding what are people around you dealing with? Are you emotionally even aware? What are you as a person currently going through with? Where is your emotional scale? With the new moon in Cancer, if you've not seen the pick a card reading I've posted, I strongly recommend everybody to go watch it. I've already covered a lot of manifestation and healing rituals in it, because our emotions are running high right now, guys. And only if we are able to tap into our to knowing and being aware about, okay, right now I'm feeling frustrated, which is why I'm acting like this, and this other person is feeling extremely excited because this thing has happened into their life. So maybe if I explain to them in these particular words what my emotional scale is, I will get a better outcome. That is the kind of strategy that you need to get into. So that's one side. On the other side, I'm not asking you to be a sissy wussy poo who's crying and getting too emotional about everything. I said emotional maturity. I didn't ask you to get emotional. Please understand there's a difference, right? Emotional maturity talks about navigating through complicated and intense emotions with a certain amount of grace and ease without making it worse than it already was. Emotional means that you have somewhere moved more towards what your heart thinks and less factual things. But that's exactly what you're also told not to. I have 3 pentacle cards here. If anything else, this pile needs to make a grounded, practical, analytical, money calculated plan as to how are you going to approach the situation. This could be relationships, this could be your job. Now is not a time to get emotionally charged, which is why there's a King of Cups, a beautiful symphony, and a beautiful partnership happens between the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. I'm going to come to relationships in a minute around those two. But right now, within you, I want you to balance. I want you to get grounded, do some root chakra. You've even picked the ruby, which is all about root chakra. If you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling worried, if you get anxious for no rhyme or reason, root chakra meditation, the color red walking on the grass barefoot. These are some of the activities you can do. Surya Namaskar in the morning. Those are the kind of activities which will help you ground and get more real with yourself. This pile, spirit guides want you to get real with what is happening with yourself and what's your plan. How will you go about approaching the situation? There's also a strong energy of service here with Nandi and the Six of Pentacles showing up, okay? If you have money, and I think you will receive a lot of abundance and prosperity with the Queen of Pentacles showing up. She's abundant. She has that, wow, I'm forgetting the English phrase for it. Khandani paisa. Heritage money or money that comes from ancestors, right? Many of you have money which has been given to you from your ancestors, or you have property that has been given to you from ancestors, your parents or your grandparents, and you're being asked to share that wealth, that income from that wealth. If you receive income from rent, can you give 2 to 3% of that rent income, at least, if not more, to some good cause? Right? Help those in need and help will come to you is a very strong message from this. And when you're helping, do it selflessly. Don't do it with the intention of receiving something back, right? Do it selflessly. Nandi is a wonderful energy of devotion. If you're not taking out enough time to do your spiritual practices, to pray, to meditate, guys, this again brings me back to root chakra. That is what is causing that imbalance. Okay, spend time in devotion, spend time in surrendering to the universe and believing that whatever will come your way will be great, will be awesome. You have some amazing ideas, and I can sense that energy, that motivation that you have inside of you. Give it fire. Right? Go take action. With the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles together, any new adventure, this could even be a travel plan that you're thinking of to go into, maybe to a beach, maybe to a mountain. Both the possibilities are here. Go do it. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to really enjoy yourself. So if there's any kind of a travel plan, or if there's any opportunity that comes from a far off land, don't say no to it. Go give it a shot. You're going to have a great time. Okay. Also be open to receive. Six of Pentacles and King of Cups talks about, are you open to receive the emotional blessings? You know, when your partner does something nice for you, are you just happy receiving it? Or are you just already angsting out thinking, oh, I got to balance the scales and I need to do something amazing for them. How am I going to make them think that I am also doing enough for this relationship? You know, that scorecard keeping that we get into? No, you've got something amazing. Enjoy it. You deserve it. Right? You need to be reminded with, again, the root chakra, you deserve good things, guys. And good things can happen to you just because you exist. You don't have to consistently create value in people of, in everybody's life that you're in order to justify to yourself, why is this good thing happening to me? This good thing is happening to you because you've done enough karmas over lifetimes after lifetimes, which is why these gifts are coming your way. Like there's no explanation of bad things happening. Sometimes we're clearing off our past karmas. There doesn't have to be a justification. You don't have to feel like, oh, I'm just a lucky fluke that hit me and I don't deserve this prosperity. You deserve all the prosperity. Be open to receiving the emotional, the materialistic happiness that you can achieve. You can achieve a lot. I sense a lot of restriction when it comes to being of service to yourself and to others. You're being asked to get into a more service orientated mode, not just for your other people, but also for yourself. Right? Take care of yourself, guys. Moving on to a very strong message for very specific people. If you are in a twin flame journey, and if you've followed me for a while, you know how careful I am when I use that phrase. In 2021, that's a phrase which has been thrown around like, it's not even become funny anymore. It's become toxic. Twin flame journey, meaning somebody who makes you feel like you're the king of the world. Okay, I'm very clear on this. Twin flames are not going to make us feel shitty about ourselves. Yes, they trigger us, but that triggering comes from a place of value. That triggering does not come from a place of lack of value. Okay, so if you are in a twin flame journey, both of you are gradually coming into a place, okay, wherein you are ready to make a fresh start. Okay, some of you, many of you are going to get a fresh start in some form, or you guys are going to work together in some form to create something, a new idea. This could be a new start in the relationship itself, or this could be some sort of a project that you guys work together. Even for married couples, this is applicable. You might be getting a baby. In case you guys were confused between 3 and 1, there is a message for you guys that you might want to hear 1 as well. Okay. Again, apologies for the sudden disconnection of the recording, which I didn't even realize, and I continued recording and then realized that, oh my god, I haven't recorded most of it. Okay, I think I've covered a lot for you guys on this pile. Just one important reiteration. I've not seen the entire read again, so I'm not too sure if I've covered it. Service and devotion and spirituality is of extreme importance with Nandi showing up here. Guys, whether you're working on a project or you're in a relationship, what you need to increase more inside you or raise more inside you is the understanding that pretty much most of human experience is supposed to be meant to help us learn some lessons about our own soul and be of service to humanity. This is not an experience which is meant to soothe our egos. It's rather supposed to do the opposite and break our egos down for us to align better to the Almighty and prepare us to go to the next level of ascension, right? With Nandi and 6 of Pentacles, you're being asked to do things unconditionally, from a space of love, from a place of openness, and that attitude of giving because just the act of giving is making you happy. I hope I could explain that part to you very well. There is a strong need to be an open-hearted, generous personality for this particular pile right now. Of course, keeping healthy boundaries in place, and of course not allowing toxic relationships to resurface. All of that said and done, right? We all know when and who is actually not great for our mental health or for our overall well-being, and we should avoid them. But beyond those relationships, we are also very aware when we are doing things or not doing things, because it makes our own ego. And by ego, I don't just mean the ego which is pride. Ego is also fear. Ego is also fear of failure or embarrassment. All of that is your ego tricking you to stay into a limited place, right? Which is why the more service oriented you are, the more free you become, because then your ego can't trick you into doing things or not doing things. You're rather more open and free flowing because you don't have that sense of fear of losing a false sense of pride. Okay, if these messages resonated with you guys, please do subscribe and tell me in comments below how the reading felt. What would you like to see more? I'd be happy to hear more pick a card suggestions from you. That will be of great help for me. Wish you a wonderful week and a great week ahead. This is a Sunday when I'm watching it. Of course, it's a timeless reading. Hope to see you again. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who's picked pile 3. Wow. You have 2 court cards, 2 major arcana and 3 major arcanas. I mean, what more should we say? Let's first talk about the death and the Yama together showing up and get the fear out of the way. Please don't misunderstand this to consider this as an omen of death. Okay, death here is not literal, but rather the death of an ego, the death of an era, the death of a personality, the death of the older you is what we're talking about. A certain amount of transformation is definitely coming, with your key guidance also being new moon eclipse, and expect powerful changes. The reason I said, what I'm trying to bring out here is this change or this transformation, I'll be very honest to you, will not feel comfortable for most of you. Okay, you will have to let go of a version of yours that you're very attached to, or people in your life that you're very attached to, or scenarios or scripts or dreams that you think make you who you are. It's a very close to your own identity or your own dreams or your own attachment. And I'm not trying to scare you or bring in a sense of melancholy. What rather I'm trying to do is help you understand that sometimes our own perception, of who I am or what I can be or who I'm attached to or who I'm in a relationship with, is so rigid in our mind, we can't see that we can be more than that, right? A King of Pentacles has to change and transform to be an emperor. What is the difference? An emperor embodies not just the qualities of the King of Pentacles, he's also the King of Cups, he's also the King of Swords, and he's also the King of Wands. Now imagine if I tell a King of Pentacles that he's going to lose his luscious kingdom and his amazing life, and he doesn't know that he's going to become an emperor, he's going to go into a state of sadness, right? But to become an emperor, he can't stay a King of Pentacles. That is the energy for you here. Okay, it's very evident with the cards. You need to let go of what you think you are, of who you think you love in certain cases, because only when you're ready to let it go, you're ready to deep dive into your emotional side and understand who you truly are, will you actually see, hey, I was ready to settle with the King of Pentacles, here comes the Emperor. This is also a very relationship based read. A relationship that you're chasing or you're in or you're mad about right now might turn out very soon for you, a situation wherein you're not really feeling very sure, or some of you are already not feeling very sure if this is the person you want to be with, and you've been asked to be brave. Be brave and expect that powerful change to come in. Take that leap of faith into the unknown with the Fool showing up. What a beautiful, beautiful symphony your cards have. The Death and the Fool, the ending and the beginning are right there in front of you. Right? So what I want you to see and understand is that you need to be ready. You need to be willing. And the moment your spirit guides are ready to give you this Emperor new start, if you're ready to let go of the King of Pentacles. Okay, this could be in any scenario. It could be your romantic life, it could be your job, it could be an image that you hold about yourself, it could be habits that you don't want to let go of because you think those habits make you. Apply it where it fits, but you need to let go and let it die. Let the old die so that the better can be born. Okay, money is definitely flowing in for this pile. I can guarantee you that. You have picked the lemon quartz, which is all about solar plexus, which again brings me back to that inner confidence. Have that belief in your inner power and go towards the unknown, the unseen, and a new adventure. Even go and be a beginner's mindset somewhere, because you don't see right now that maybe, let's say you've worked in I'm going to give you an example. Let's say all your life you've worked in an IT industry, right? And today you go thinking, oh my god, to become a photographer I'll have to start from ground zero. Yes, you have to start from ground zero. And yes, right now your spirit guides are not giving you a guarantee of anything, because Fool doesn't guarantee anything. Fool just guarantees you of a new start and a new adventure. But because I have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups together, take that leap of faith and you will take shorter duration to cross out some hurdles and obstacles, and you'll become an expert in that particular field, in that particular relationship, way sooner, way faster than how you think in your mind it's going to roll out for you. Okay, also a very important message: if you're holding on to a job or a particular role in life, it could not just be a job, any kind of a role, some of you maybe, and this of course gets deep, and it's depends on where you are in life. Let's say you are in an unhappy marriage and you've done everything possible, right, to make it work, to make it happen. And I know in your mind you're thinking, oh my god, am I a failed personality? If I let this go, will this reflect that I didn't try, or my relationship was bad, or she was bad, or he was bad? Or nobody is bad. People change, people grow. With the Death card and the Yama, people change, people grow. Right? Maybe you were a King of Pentacles, now you want to be the Emperor. People change, people grow. It is nothing to be bad about. Of course, we should live up to our commitments. I'm not saying every time people change, people grow, they should keep moving to the next person. That's not what I'm trying to explain here. But there are countless unhappy marriages which would be in a happier place if we understand that both of us can respect each other, both of us can be nice to each other and have a better relationship. You know, I've seen countless marriages just exist because there are children at play. And personally, I've seen this very close to life without getting very personal. Any child will look back in life and want two happy parents, two thriving parents, okay, in their independent houses than two unhappy people. And you know, there's a misconception that kids don't get it. Kids get it. Kids get it all the time. Kids get it from the time they are born. So if you're somebody who's sitting on the fence and you've done everything possible to save a relationship that is long dead and you're holding on to it because of whatever reasons you have in your mind, guys, have that inner faith. Okay, have faith in universe, have faith in God, and don't punish yourself for the mistakes of the past. This is a very strong message coming for some of you. You're punishing yourself for things that you've done in the past, and it's almost like you think that you don't deserve happiness or happiness can't come to you, and that's what's blocking your healing. You don't have to punish yourself. We are allowed to make our own mistakes. Somebody in this group who's picked this group needs to hear it. We are allowed to make mistakes. The whole point of coming as a human is to make mistakes and learn from them. Okay, learn from them. At any scenario wherein you're called to get into a leadership place, please do not back away or shy away. Traveling is definitely on the cards within the next 6 months is what I'd say. I don't see immediate travel. Some of you might travel right away, but and I'm talking about a long trip, okay? Let's say this could be a business trip for 2 to 3 weeks. This could be you actually moving. This could be you moving with your entire family, or a long vacation with family. That is definitely coming, but I don't see that immediately for most of you. I would say 6 months max is what I'd like to cap you at. If you're not planning it, then your spirit guides want you to start planning one. That is the reason we are talking about traveling right now, because that traveling will give you that clarity, okay? That clarity that comes in. With Yama and his blessings, okay, one important blessing to understand with Yamadev is he's not scared of the darkness. Right? He doesn't get scared to deal with what life throws at him. He talks about that steadfastness. Why is he not scared? Because he has very clear principles. Who he is and what he manages, he's very clear on that, which is why the darkness or the gray of life, right? It's such a difficult job to decide, was it a good guy or a bad guy, right? Imagine if he's the guy who's deciding. He's not, by the way. He doesn't decide who goes to hell and heaven. I'm just giving you an example. To live in the underworld and decide which soul is good and which soul is bad, it's not a really fun job, right? Because it doesn't sound fun to me at all. How are people able to do it? Because they can see their why. Are you aware about why are you doing what you're doing? What are you trying to gain with what you're doing? Your spirit guides are repeatedly asking you to introspect. Okay? Introspection is a very important thing for this particular pile. Right? The more you can go into a little solitude and understand where your life is going, be ready to face. I recently put up an Instagram post and I think you guys need to hear it if you're not following me on Instagram. None of us were prepared for most of the shit that life threw at us. But clearly and obviously, the fact that you've crossed it, you were built for it, right? So if you're sitting here and now today, wondering, anxious, panicking, what is coming towards me, I want you to know that you're ready for it. You're ready for it and way more. Right? You would not be given a mountain that you can't move, and spirit wants you to remember it. If you're holding yourself back in fear because you don't know what the future will bring, and because you don't know what the future will bring, you're sitting at a limbo, you're sitting at a void, you're sitting at a vacuum with the dead bones of something that is long gone. This could be again relationship, home, something that is almost over. Inside you, you know that it's done with, but you're sitting there because you're scared. Just take a leap of faith. Take one action. Journaling is strongly recommended for this pile because I can see you guys need mental clarity.
Also, if you've been working on something for a very long time and you don't feel these emotions that I just said, okay, you don't feel like hopeless, or you don't feel like this is long gone and dead and I don't know why I'm even doing it, you're actually doing it pretty motivated and pretty rooted and grounded, the success is coming very soon. Right, success is coming very soon. I see a lot of you have worked on something which hasn't perhaps paid off or got initiated then and there, but that success is coming. Okay, those of you in happy relationships, or those of you in who've been dating for 2 to 3 years, most of you can expect a commitment of some kind from your partners. Okay, in case you guys were confused between this pile and the second pile, you guys might want to go and hear pile 2 as well. Okay, there are some friends in your life. I definitely want to mention them because the spirit guides are calling me to draw that attention. There are some friends in your life, probably you've known them for years. There's a strong loyal source here. Okay, I keep looking at the dogs, and here in these images, and both the King of Pentacles and the Emperor has a dog, and that talks about loyalty. Trust the people you've known for years and years instead of going by what somebody whom you've just met or known for 2-3 years is saying. That's a very clear message for some of you. Okay, there is a sense of loyalty that you have in life, and you need to go with who have been with you day in and day out. Okay, if you're a student who's trying to apply and get a foreign job, or a foreign course, or some sort of a scholarship or something, that is coming. Okay, that is definitely coming. For this pile, I'll also recommend, guys, if you are Hindus, or if you do not have any resistance to listening to Vedic mantras, listen to Sunny Chalisa every Saturday. Okay, this pile needs you should get your birth chart checked. That's another thing I want to tell everybody all the time. I've made an IGTV video as well on Instagram, on which I've shown how you can see your basic birth chart details and everything. Of course, go to a professional astrologer to get a detailed consultation, but Astro Matrix and Astro Sage are 2 apps on which you can easily find your birth chart placements. Check where your Saturn is, check how strong your Saturn is, because this pile has a very strong Saturnian vibe, and you need to work with the color black, perhaps do some protection magic spells as well. Again, these, the things I'm talking about, protection magic spells, how to check your birth chart, you will find all this videos already made on the Tarot Pal account. You can click on the link and you'll find these videos on the IGTV and the Reels section. There's a series going on, okay, which is why I'm not going into detail, because if most of you follow me on Instagram, some of you who don't, you can find that content easily there, or of course you can also Google and learn yourself, right? Number 1717 as an angel number is something that this pile could repeatedly be saying, or repeats of 888, 222, numbers that add up to 8. Okay, so combinations of 8 as angel numbers are definitely being seen by many people in this pile. If you are, do tell me in comments below that you are seeing multiples of 8, or numbers that add up to 8, or combinations that make 8 a lot. The reason I'm telling that is because both the things are coming. There is a change coming for you, there is abundance coming for you, there is prosperity coming for you, and at the same time, this change again needs your inner strength. Okay, there's some sort of an emotional healing that you need to do in order to take this leap of faith. Water meditation would be wonderful for you guys. Please do listen to water sounds before you're going to bed. Maybe listen to positive affirmations while you're going to bed. Sleep hypnosis and sleep affirmations and mind programming techniques would work wonders for you. Okay, I hope these messages resonated for you and they helped you in some form. If they did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I know my likes are not visible, but I still get to see the likes, so it does motivate me. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.